let's dive into the world of Bruce Lee. You guys know, how much we love Bruce Lee.
Oh, yeah.
And and you've sent in a video titled "Evidence That Bruce Lee Was Superhuman" from the YouTube channel Mixed Phenomenon. So this is going to be good.
I love mixed phenomenon.
Yeah, and it's packed with some pretty incredible claims. We're going to try to separate the facts from the fiction,
Yeah.
and see what we can uncover about the man, the myth, the legend.
Yeah, it's amazing how Bruce Lee still sparks that kind of fascination even, all these years after his passing.
Well, it's insane. So they start off by claiming that Bruce Lee could break a 45-kilogram sandbag with a single kick.
Wow.
Which is actually a feat recognized by the Guinness World Records.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
Yeah, it's crazy. And then there's that story of him kicking a 135-kilogram punching bag so hard it like flew into the ceiling.
Really?
Yeah.
I've heard that before, but I always assumed it was a myth.
Well, I mean, some eyewitnesses, including actor James Coburn,
Oh, wow.
actually backed up the punching bag story. But launching that much weight with a single kick,
Yeah.
I mean, it seems to defy physics, even for someone as skilled as Bruce Lee.
It really does.
It's like, how much truth is there to this?
Right. Even Chuck Norris, who fought Lee on screen.
But it does make you wonder, like, how much exaggeration has kind of crept into the retelling of all these events over the years?
Absolutely. It's like a game of telephone where the story gets more and more dramatic with every retelling. The further you get from the source, the harder it is to figure out what actually happened.
Right. Speaking of embellishment, the video then goes on to talk about this crazy secret fight between Bruce Lee and this karate master named Yoichi Nakachi.
Mm-hmm.
It claims that the fight lasted like a mere 11 seconds. Wow. Ending with Nakachi suffering a cracked skull and Lee telling everyone to keep it a secret.
It wouldn't be the first time, I guess.
I know, right? So what do you think? Like, did this fight actually happen?
Well, we can't outright dismiss it,
Right.
but evaluating historical anecdotes, especially in martial arts, it requires a critical eye.
Yeah, I mean, there's often no reliable documentation.
Right, yeah.
And we're relying on these eyewitness accounts, which are probably influenced by...
Oh, for sure. Memory and personal bias.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I said.
So we're left with a bit of a mystery. And maybe that's part of the allure of Bruce Lee. It's not always about finding these definitive answers, but it's exploring those complexities, those nuances of his story.
Yeah, I think you're right.
That's what makes it so fascinating.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, so let's move on to Lee's dedication to his craft.
Okay.
Even if some of those feats are exaggerated, his real-life dedication was extraordinary.
It really was.
He incorporated weightlifting, running, and even protein shakes into his training, which was pretty revolutionary for the time.
Yeah, that's right. And he had that crazy raw hamburger meat smoothie.
Oh my God. Don't remind me. I still can't believe that's a real thing.
I know, right? It sounds pretty intense, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
I mean, that raw hamburger meat smoothie might raise a few eyebrows today.
It sure does.
But, I think it exemplifies Lee's commitment to pushing boundaries and exploring every avenue for physical improvement.
Yeah, I agree. He was ahead of his time.
It was.
For sure.
Yeah.
And, that ties into his philosophy of being like water, which the video also kind of touches on.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Can you unpack that a bit further? What does it actually mean to be like water?
So it's about adaptability and fluidity, right?
Okay.
Imagine water. It effortlessly conforms to any container, finds its path around obstacles. Lee, he believed in being, formless, shapeless, able to respond to any situation without rigidity.
Interesting. In martial arts, that means using your opponent's energy against them, exploiting openings, and adapting your technique in real time.
Oh, I see. Okay.
But it's more than just fighting, It's a mindset, a way of approaching any challenge you face in life.
That's really interesting.
Yeah.
So it's about being flexible in your thinking, your actions, your approach to problems.
Exactly. It's a powerful philosophy for navigating, the complexities of life.
Yeah, for sure.
A philosophy that goes way beyond just martial arts,
Yeah.
offers valuable insights for anyone, seeking personal growth and resilience.
Makes you wonder how much of Lee's success can be attributed to this philosophy.
It really does.
All right, so this is where things get a little bit darker.
Okay.
The video mentions that Lee had surgery to remove his sweat glands.
Really?
Apparently because he felt that, excessive sweating looked bad on camera.
Oh, wow.
So can you talk a little bit more about that decision, particularly in relation to Lee's, untimely death? Well, removing your sweat glands, that's a risky procedure.
Yeah.
They play a vital role in regulating body temperature.
Right.
And, and their absence can lead to serious complications, particularly heat stroke.
Yeah, I can see how.
While the official cause of death was cerebral edema, possibly due to a medication reaction,
Right.
biographer Matthew Pauly suggests heat stroke, exacerbated by the surgery,
Oh, wow.
could have been a contributing factor.
So it's a pretty thought-provoking theory.
Yeah.
It raises all these questions about, the lengths we go to for our craft, the potential unforeseen consequences of our choices.
Absolutely.
So on one hand, we have this incredible image of Bruce Lee as this superhuman figure capable of extraordinary feats.
Right.
And then on the other hand, we have this human story of dedication, risk, and perhaps even hubris.
It's a complex and captivating narrative.
It really is.
And as we delve deeper into the specifics of Lee's training regimen and the claims surrounding his speed and power, we'll gain further insight into, the man behind the myth.
That's a great point. So before we move on to those details, I want to hear from you, the listener. What aspect of Bruce Lee's story resonates with you the most?
Right.
What questions are swirling in your mind? Hold on to those thoughts as we continue this deep dive into the world of Bruce Lee.
Boards don't hit back.
Bolo! Go! Ohara!
All right, so we're back and we're talking about
Bruce Lee.
Bruce Lee, the man, the myth, the legend. And we're trying to figure out, how much of his legend is true, how much of it is, exaggerated.
Mhm.
We're looking at this video that claims some pretty unbelievable things, like Bruce Lee throwing 6 kicks in a single second.
Oh, wow. 6 kicks.
6 kicks, yeah.
Yeah.
In 1 second.
That's a lot.
That's superhuman speed, right?
Yeah, that's really fast. I mean,
What do you think? Could this be true?
Well, while Lee was known for his speed,
Yeah.
you know, attributing like a specific number to his kicking speed
Right.
is probably more myth than reality. You know,
Yeah.
there's no official documentation or anything to support that claim.
Right.
But it does, you know, highlight the impact his speed had on those who like saw him in person.
Right. Like it just seems so fast to them
Exactly.
that it became this like
Yeah.
mythical thing.
Yeah, exactly. It speaks to the importance of, you know, narrative and how we perceive these things.
Right.
And, you know, that narrative of superhuman speed, it's like further enhanced by claims that
Yeah.
Bruce Lee's punching power was equivalent to Muhammad Ali's,
Whoa. Okay. Hold on.
despite a significant weight difference.
Yeah. That's
I mean,
that's incredible. That's a huge claim because Ali was a heavyweight boxer.
exactly.
Lee was so much lighter.
Much lighter.
Yeah. So like, where does that power come from?
It's a good question.
Yeah.
And, you know, I think it connects back to Lee's philosophy of being like water, you
Right.
know?
Oh. Okay. Interesting. It wasn't brute force for Lee.
Right.
It was about precision,
Yeah.
technique, you know, and efficiency of movement.
So he was using his energy in a really smart way.
Exactly. He understood that true power isn't just about, you know, size or strength, but about harnessing your energy effectively.
So it's about being smart.
Yeah, working smarter, not harder.
Working smarter, not harder. Yeah. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
So for you, the listener, think about the ways you can, you know, be more like water in your own life, you know?
Yeah.
Maybe it's like approaching a problem with more flexibility or finding a more efficient way to like complete a task.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so Lee's approach to training, it was revolutionary,
Oh, for sure.
right? He incorporated strength and conditioning exercises that were like uncommon for martial artists back then.
It's true.
He was blending the traditional techniques with modern fitness methods.
He was ahead of his time.
Yeah.
The video mentions like his dedication to skipping, road running, and even transforming his garage into like a personal gym.
Yeah, it's amazing.
I mean, he was way ahead of the curve in recognizing the importance of like cross-training and functional fitness.
He really was. He understood that true physical mastery required a holistic approach, you know?
Yeah.
He recognized that building strength, endurance, agility
Yeah.
through diverse training methods would enhance his martial arts practice.
Oh, okay.
You know, he wasn't just training for a specific fight.
Yeah.
He was training for life.
Right. That's a great point. And this dedication extended to his diet as well.
Yeah, he did.
You know, remember that raw hamburger meat smoothie?
Oh my God, yeah.
I still can't get over it.